Hallelujah.
So, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, that the Lord kept me.
Before you get to grateful, because I sense in my spirit that there are thousands or tens of thousands that are watching, and you're now ministering to them in that particular area, where you get caught up with the wrong spiritual person who is spirited and not spiritual.
Right.
Operating in subtle witchcraft.
Witchcraft and manipulation.
Manipulation. Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
Right.
Watch this person. And this is why I said before we came on air, is that you have to make sure that you do not allow the wrong person to speak into your life to move you from the right person, because then you'll never get to the place that you're supposed to be. And when God is not preoccupied with you like he was preoccupied with you, you have some people who really, really end up in places that is really, really bad. And I just sense in my spirit that there are many of you who are watching tonight who's just on the verge of giving up. There's hope for you, that God has assigned someone to your life in spite of mom, dad, uncle, aunt, whoever left you. God has a plan. And I believe that it's time for that plan to unfold in their life.
One of the things, if you really search people who might have gone through abandonment, family not being there, there's always been something in you for greater. Regardless of where you were born in, there was always something in you for greater. And it's almost like with Joseph. He dreamed in his father's house, but it couldn't be fulfilled under his father's roof. So God said, in order for me to birth this, I got to get you out of your daddy's house.
I got to pitch you.
Now, in order for me to get you there, and I got to get you from out of your, I'm going to have to take you through the pit. I'm going to have to take you to Potiphar's house. I'm going to have to take you to prison. And then I'm going to get you in front of royalty. But everything that they took from you can't be compared for what I have for you. Listen, Bishop. One of the greatest things that blessed me in that Joseph story is that when his father gave him the coat of many colors, the brother stripped him of his coat. But then when Pharaoh blessed him, he gave him many robes. You can have a coat. I got robes coming. And my father can't give them to me because he ain't got enough money for it. So I just say to anyone that feels abandoned and you feel as if your family hasn't been there for them, all things work together for your good. That thing. But it takes a certain age and a certain time in prayer, a certain time with God for your eyes to open. Because if not, you'll be walking around mad, angry, frustrated. You see other parents with their kids. See, I should have had. Lord, I want to thank you. And that's what people need to know. God got you.
Family.
My family, I'm like Jesus, who is my mother and my father. This is my family. I have siblings. I have 4 brothers. I have a sister. But when Jesus was sitting at the table, he says, he that doeth the will of the Father is my mother and my brother.
Yes.
And I make sure that I tell my church on a regular basis, as a father, as a pastor, they hear these words coming out of my mouth consistently. I love you, New Life. I love you, New Life. And then I believe in the power of hugs. So when I'm standing in front of my whole church, I say, give me a hug, what we do. So that's what we are.
Desperate.
For Jesus.
Deliverance.
Say that one more time. You got me caught up.
Deliverance.
Available for everybody.
So deliverance is what?
Being free.
And free is what?
From whatever chain, bondage, yoke that the enemy thought he had on you. There's nothing like being free. Not just from stuff, from people.
I got 2 more questions for you.
All right.
2 more. God.
My everything.
Wow. The devil.
I hate him. We have a pastor here, her name is Pastor Nichols, and she has taught us, she's one of our oldest members, and she always say this in the microphone, I hate the devil. And so our church has this thing, we hate the devil.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the devil. Have you ever met the devil?
I lived for him for a while. He had a good grip for 17 years.
Wow. When you met him, how was he?
Every now and then he still comes back because he knows that I am on his hit list.
All right, but before we go there, so you have met him.
I've encountered spiritual demonic forces that I know that the devil was coming for me.
So you haven't met him?
Everything that comes from him is a piece of him.
Okay, so the piece of him that you met, how was he? See, I met him, and he was kind to me.
Oh, really?
So I want to know, how was he to you?
He didn't really reveal himself until I came to Jesus.
Okay.
And my first attack came.
And that's very good. He didn't
reveal himself.
Right. Yeah. That's why I said he was kind to me.
Right. But then when you became a traitor, because you left him.
Yeah.
And then when you left him, you brought all his secrets.
Yeah.
So now you're able to tell everybody what he
stuff. Yeah.
So he hates you the way he hates me.
Yeah. Probably more.
More so. But I think that the church needs to understand, because this is a part of my book about Christian immaturity. We preach this gospel, and we have to be careful of hype. Like every day gonna be joy bells ringing down in your soul. Everything gonna be good. Then you get hit, and then when you get hit, that devil be like, got him. No, you got hit because you moving. He don't hit people that's not doing anything. So I teach our people that, listen, some of this, your spiritual immaturity, you're going to hit some pitfalls, but you got to get up immediately.